Number 10 and the last one is a web page. We are in the electronic era, and if we don't make use of it, we are stupid. Because it's got lots of opportunities, wonderful opportunities, incredible. It's unthinkable what the internet has brought us, and we really need to make peace with it and use it constructively. But it is also a great danger to relationships, especially. I need to elaborate on that. So, what is the purpose of the web page that Jaco is busy designing for us, that we hope to have on air at the end of this month? The web page is only a tool. The web page is not what it's all about. We are not the new web page church, whatever you may think of. The web page is a tool, and in this tool we're going to make use of it for various different things. Number one, it is a training tool. Everything that we're speaking about here, audio, video, as well as written stuff, will be on one of the pages that you can listen to, draw, send to people. And at the moment, it's only my stuff, but we're planning to say, listen, bring us some of your stuff. Something, of course, we cannot put everyone's stuff on it, but there's a way that we will put everyone's stuff on it, but you'll see. But in the training stuff, we will keep it to training things. Short, little training stuff that will just ignite the process that it can start to run. It's not about explaining everything and having the full curriculum or whatever, that's not the purpose. It's just people to get to the understanding, to help them to ignite, and how the template is built together so that they can get activated themselves. That's the first part of the website. The name of the website is His Family, not because anyone has revealed to me the new name of the new whatever. It is just a name because it's about the family, it's about His family. We are nothing about, because we need to have a domain name. Unluckily, they don't accept no names as a domain name. But we have the name at the moment as His Family. Maybe some people will box you in. Maybe some people will say you are a new church. I just don't worry. This, for me, it's a domain name. I can associate with it, and I say to him, listen, my friend, in this town, I'm part of God's congregation, one congregation. I'm part of His family. I've got my own house. We're living family. We're living in relationships, and that's the description of the heart and the essence that I believe in. It is nowhere registered officially as anything. It is just a domain name. That's what it is. But because I believe one of the biggest factors in reaching out to people is that we must have a common factor. And the common factor is that we have got one Father. That's our common factor. That person haven't yet accepted Christ, but God claims fatherhood from His side over the whole world. You haven't yet responded in sonship, yes, but that doesn't say God is not claiming fatherhood. My son can walk out of my house. Let me explain it as I always say it. From my side, I know as a father that he's my child. As a father, I know he's my child. But he must respond in sonship towards me. You understand? It's just a basic thing. I know I am the father, but he must respond with sonship. The sonship must come out of him by drawing it out of me, if you can say it. And I want him to respond in sonship, but I cannot make him respond. But the point is that God is claiming fatherhood over His creation and every person that He created. And we're inviting people to come back to the home, to come back into family. And of course we know that no one is going to heaven before they haven't entered back into the house where they actually left. I mean, we're not worried about that we're crooked and universalism and whatever. But everything starts out with a father. And I can tell you, my friend, believer or unbeliever, you've got a father. You've got a father that have done this for the world. You've done it out of a father heart, out of nothing else in this world. Okay, so we have this basic training on the website. In the second place, that is very important, we have a logistical database. It's not everything is already running perfectly or whatever. It's still building. And here you can maybe help us and understand it. The purpose behind it is the following, that, we want to be visible. visible not for any other reason than we want to know where is what so that we can link up in relationships. You know, when someone phones me maybe from the R and say, I see this stuff on the website, I like it, whatever you say, will you not come down and help us here in the R? Then I want to look on this website and say, we've got someone already in Graafrenet. You know, and then I will phone the guy and say, listen, there's already someone in Graafrenet that's 70 kilometers maybe from you. Let him come and help you. After he's helped you and you still maybe have areas that, not helped him, then come back to me, then I will send someone else, because there are people in Pretoria that we can send. It's not that we don't want to go, but we want to decentralize. There's not a main office in Pretoria with 5 main prophets and apostles, my brother, and they are just praying or whatever. No, there's no such thing. Everywhere we have people, and we want to ignite networks wherever they are. Forget about looking for the most professional guy in the world. Of course, some of us are more, in capacity developed than the other, but the same capacity is in you. It's just not developed, that's all. And we want to give everyone opportunity to develop it and help them, and so that everyone can go, and maybe sometimes we will definitely send people. There's no question about it. And say, Henny, you and Olive, you've got, Annie, you've got time, whatever, I know about someone there in this area, go there. Go and stay there. Live with these people for a week, and see what's going on. Walk through these principles, help them. Be a mentor to them. Be a father figure. That's all. What else do you want to be? I mean, because you are not the great pastoral planter of churches, and they don't need to become that. So we want people that take up responsibility for their house, stand up in it, start to live in a discipleship process where they help other people and themselves. So in this database, we still working with the stuff, but it will basically come back to this, that people will be able to function in 3 different areas. Number 1, you can function as a member and just say, I got to know the Lord yesterday. I want to live this life of a disciple. I don't want to know really what is everything all about, but I'm not really in ministry or know what it's all about. I'm a disciple. I want to be part of a discipleship group. Because we can see there's people that's a discipler, then you get people that's making disciples. You've taken up the responsibility that what we have as connect groups, and he said, listen, I've got one person I've taken up responsibility for. We want people to know there is a line between it. It's not wrong, it's not levels, it's got nothing to do with levels, it's just development stages. There's a time where you need to sit down and sort out now for yourself, where you even sit down and say, listen, I've taken up now responsibility for my house, I get things in order and whatever, but I go over the line and say, I now start to take responsibility for other people. I want to become a disciple maker. Of course, we will help you, facilitate you, because that's what it's all about. And of course, there will be a time where you say, I actually got a house. I'm actually in a house. Now, the house, as we said, can be various different things. If you are a father with a family, well, then you are a house leader. I mean, by marriage, you are a house leader. But you can be single and a house leader. Because you've got 5 other people that you've planted, and in your own life, you've got 5 friends, that you've taken responsibility for. You can be a house leader without being married, because you're already married to Christ. You start to function in this thing that you take full responsibility for people. And remember, as a house leader, I take responsibility for every aspect of the house, in terms of the finances, the children, the whatever, everything that pops up, we sort it. Because it's a holistic discipleship thing. We're not making excuses for anything that's coming along the way. We sort it and klap it and sort it, you weet, never. So maybe maybe can be still a little bit of clarity, confusion in defining the things, although that's not the thing. And then we will have ministries and projects of 5-fold people, because maybe this guy is running with a soup kitchen thing there, wherever, and he's running with a farming thing, and I'm running with Moneywise. And so on this website, there will be a separate place where we will say everyone that believes that he's got something to offer to the community Send us one, like a small. It's Moneywise, Arno Klaasen, email address, whatever. This is a program basically to educate people in personal finances. That's it. But it will, when people see it on this website, it will link them to my official Moneywise website, where they can go and they can find everything, because we cannot accommodate all your everything here. But we've got a place where we will advertise your project, ministry, whatever, and you just say there, we offer the following week, we can help you to obtain a farm, how to farm a farm, how to be a farmer that disciple these people. That is the services that we basically offer. Then it will link him to your official website, and there he can see the whole program, what it may be cost, and this stuff will cost something. In the house congregation movement, we give away, because I cannot ask a price for you to mentor you for this, whatever, but I believe it's not wrong if you believe. I ask a decent price for Moneywise, not much. I ask 1,800 rand, or you buy the program for 1,500. I'm not, what is it? It is all worth it. And I also say to people, if you cannot afford it, phone me. We'll make a plan. But I'm not ashamed to ask something for something specialized I'm offering. You may ask something for it because it's part of your specialized ministries, maybe your career or whatever. But make it in such a way that it can be eventually affordable to people. I mean, we give away stuff. We do lots of different. I'm not bound by my financial structure. I work towards a place where I can give much more away for free. But, you need to work towards that place. But in that sense, there can be a price on stuff. Why not? But I'm not asking money for my ministry flow in terms of, in the congregation life, house life, I'm just a brother like you. We mentor each other, I'm a husband, I'm a father, and this and this. And that world is a world where we allow money to flow, and anyone can sow into anyone's lives, but we don't minister with an expectation of money. When the Lord is in the thing, it will work themselves. Okay, what is the next screen there, Desmond? Okay, and out of that, as we can say, this is the ministry areas, if you can say it like that. We have two things that will be part of the website, and that is that luckily we do not have events every day, but we will advertise the events that's there. So if you think there's maybe someone, because anyone can advertise or can do an event. Maybe we are 10 houses in our area, and one person wants to organize an event. Say, my brother, go for it. Organize it. Why not? We advertise it, and people that feel to attend it can attend it. People that don't attend it, you just don't attend it. But we can have anything like, that we have a weekend for the youth at this, whatever year in July. Advertise it. Maybe, and say, okay, this is basically restricted to Pretoria, or is for the whole country. Whatever event you have, we can advertise it, and people just go to the website and they see what is the possible events, so that, when I organize a Moneywise, I am very motivated, because it's my passion. But, to tell me I must organize a camp for youth, I look here, I say, no man, get someone else. But let me tell you, the people that are passionate about youth, they organize a camp for youth as if it's their life. Why? Because it's their passion. And I will even support them and say, when you organize a camp for youth, I want to send my children there, but ask us something, Ask us 300 rand, whatever, so that we can support you and help you, so that in events there is costs. And we must cover the cost. I'm more than willing to pay you, because, you do something that I don't want to do. But for you, it's like life. To once a half year, you organize a camp, and you can't wait for it. And you do it professionally, and you do it with a heart and whatever. Not because anyone is paying you or asked you, or it's part of a structure. Just because that's what the Lord has said. That's your contribution to the community. And we love that, and we will support it. Guess what? Not everyone will support it, but that's not the point. We want to give opportunity that you can come and give us testimonies and say, listen, tell us maybe what happened at the camp and how you're doing camp, so that maybe someone can catch up there in the Cape and that's also got a heart for camps for youth, whatever, and they can start reproducing it. Because maybe she's not going to do it in the Western Cape, so that someone else can read the testimonies and can be ignited by these testimonies and can contact her and look at her website and link up with her, and maybe it becomes a situation where she's now organizing. She's no longer having a youth camp herself. She's just helping other people, organizing in each province a youth camp, but she's on everyone and helping them to do it with excellence. Well, maybe we can end up there, maybe not. I don't know, because it's not for me to regulate it and to discern it or whatever. If there's need in the body and if there is benefit in it, it will work. And maybe sometimes it will stop working, and we need to have a different way of doing the thing. But you will know it yourself. So we will know what's the events. We will have the testimonies, and it is all just there to what is the word? To keep the flow, to keep people exposed to what other people are doing, what things are working and what things are not working. Again, it's a place where we can have people and just come and present their parts. I want to say this, maybe it's coming up to me. We sit here with a guy, Benny. I bet you've never heard and seen a sermon like Benny's sermons. Never. I've been in, I think, 3 of his sermons. You won't forget it ever in your life when you've been part of that. I always say to myself, he's not maybe, let's say, the congregation leader in the world, because that world was also not my world. But he's got a talent that a body is missing out on. And when you have a preacher like this on a let's say once a 3, you will surely want to have about 10 more of that. Because he's got a gift in a creative way of preaching that I've seen nowhere in this whole world. And he's even got a gift to train other people to do it. But why are we missing out on it? We're missing out on it because we've got churches and no one else from the outside can train us. We're delivering the most boring sermons with no content and no substance, and people are suffocating from the nothingness in it. And people walk out by the back door. I'm serious. I'm talking to these people. But we've got the best gifts in the country. But because of our segmentation and denomination and whatever, we cannot make use of it because they are not members of us. Since when? We're missing out big time, because we're cutting people out of our lives, and that the Lord wants to give us, to save us in our desperate situations. But we've built walls around us through the way we've been doing, church. And that's the conclusion I just want to sum up. We need to go home and decide for yourself, as we've said, congregation, church, house, mandate, and whatever. And I need to start up, that's this thing, and start to build it slowly. Fellowship with other people that's doing it. It's not that, It's not that difficult, surely. The most difficult part is to start to do it and believe it that the Lord will help you how you must design it and you must do it. And we will link up with each other and we will have different scenarios, and you are even, you are even free to offer your gifts and say, I've got something where I can help people how to whatever connect group. And we will get it to you so that you can learn from it, because everything we need is here. It's in the body. Everything is there. We just need to create a network where people can know what is there and they can import it and they can do the thing and live out of it. So you need to go back and understand that this is a template. And within this template, you need to take up your responsibility. You cannot join me because I'm already joined. You don't join anything because God has joined you already to the body. And we acknowledge that, we honor that. And we just throw our arms open and say, bring us your initiative. Tell us about your initiative. Let's just start to flow into each other's lives, houses, and whatever, that we can learn each other, teach each other, whatever it is, can get exposure so that we can get to the fullness. Every one of us need to go and take responsibility for the part of the wall in Nehemiah. Ne? Take responsibility for your house. That's your part of the wall. That's all. Start to do it and let everyone be able to come and inspect it, look at it, be exposed to it and experience it and what it is all about. And that we can be one church, one body, one bride, flowing and getting a momentum that nothing in this world can stop. When we get that, there will be a momentum of people flowing together that no one will be able to stop. No one. There's no other solution. Father, we thank you that you have enough power in you to flow and to solve everything in this world. And you want to flow through your family, your bride, your congregation. Help us to get this flow together that's already there in people, to get it out and to get it synchronized. That we can flow together, live together, just do life together, just bless each other with the uniqueness of what you have made every one of us. Thank you for the freedom in congregation. Thank you that we can just know that we are sanctioned by you, and you have already sanctioned us by bringing us into the family. Thank you for the mandate that you've given us, and that we can go out with this mandate. We can live this mandate, and we can complement each other with our mandates, and just see to it. It is just different puzzle pieces of one story of a Father's intervention in this world. In Jesus' name, amen.